So, guys, there was a statement Peter Obi made that Nigerians shouldn't take for granted. I mean, we know that being an opposition in this country is not a light task. Some people will say, oh, Peter Obi is not positioning himself as a strong opposition to the Tinubu's government. But this is a country that hates opposition, especially the government in power. They don't want you to criticize them. They don't want you to say anything that they are doing wrong. They don't want you to expose them. Because when you do, guess what? Directly or indirectly, they'll be getting on you. So, Peter Obi, whom we know is a very strong opposition, he has not even been talking for some time. And some people will say, why is Peter Obi not talking? Why is Peter Obi believes that you must not get to power by going into all kinds of rascality. That's the belief of Peter Obi. You mustn't go into rascality for you to become the president of Nigeria. And he has maintained his stance. He just wants to be himself. But when he speaks, I tell you, this government goes after him. Okay, Peter Obi came out to say Tinubu should get back to work, but to sit down and work and stop the traveling. That he has not even visited states in Nigeria, but he has made 20 plus travels, abroad. And, the APC came out to say, after Peter Obi did not achieve anything as the governor of Anambra State. We know that Peter Obi won numerous awards, which many of us, we already know that. And but the worrisome aspect of it is what Peter Obi said. Like you can see on my screen, Peter Obi said, Tinubu's regime punishing my family, destroying our businesses because I'm opposing him. Nigerians, this should be the thing that we all should be talking about. That somebody is in opposition, then you will be going after his family and after his business. And we call this a country. Without opposition, politics cannot be sweet. Without opposition, democracy cannot exist. We just need these people to allow democracy to thrive in this country. People should tell you the things you are doing and doing wrong. People should tell you that. If people are not telling you, they are not helping you. But that's not the case in Nigeria. Anyway, let me allow you to take a look at what Aisha Yusufu said. As the Tinubu's government is saying that Peter Obi is bent on inciting Nigerians against the Tinubu's government. So Peter Obi is now the one inciting Nigerians. They are looking for loopholes, so that they will send DSS to go arrest him. Peter Obi does not have right again to come out to speak, to tell Nigerians what he perceives of the current administration and where Nigeria is heading to. If he doesn't talk now, they will say, Peter Obi does not come out to position himself as an opposition. Let me allow you to take a look at what Aisha Yusufu said about this. Take a look.
Hello, everyone. APC is saying that Peter Obi bent on inciting Nigerians against Tinubu's government. How will you incite anyone if the person is working well? There's no how anybody can be incited. The only inciting going on is, first of all, Tinubu's rigging of the 2023 election, and also inability to provide good governance, and also the destruction of lives and properties and people's businesses, and enabling environment that people have, the suffering, the untold suffering that has gone on, Tinubu's recklessness in spending Nigerians' money. These are things that have led that are inciting the people, and definitely not Mr. Peter Obi inciting the people against Tinubu's illegitimate government. The party APC described Mr. Tinubu's claims as misleading and an attempt to score cheap political points. Mr. Peter Obi did a New Year message press conference in which he pointed out a lot of things that were happening within the government, and then of course even gave solutions, even gave things that Tinubu should be doing to change things. Instead of Tinubu to sit down and be taking notes and get this thing together, they're just here blabbing. As far as I'm concerned, the All Progressive Congress APC has criticized Peter Obi, accusing the Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 general election of inciting Nigerians against Bola Tinubu's administration. This comes after Mr. Peter Obi knocked Mr. Tinubu's government, expressing grave concern over rising corruption, mismanagement, poverty, hardship, and an escalating debt profile under his leadership since taking office 18 months ago. In his New Year message, Mr. Peter Obi, a former governor of Anambra State, noted that corruption had greatly entrenched itself in the government and nepotism had become the norm under Mr. Tinubu's administration. In a counter statement on Thursday night, the APC dismissed Mr. Peter Obi's remarks, claiming he left no significant achievement during his 8-year tenure as governor of Anambra State. Very cool. Okay, fine. He didn't leave any achievement. Is that why Tinubu isn't leaving an achievement? Is that why he's destroying the lives of the people? Is that why Tinubu has made life miserable for Nigerians? Is that why Tinubu is spending recklessly? Is that why Tinubu is appointing basically Yoruba people? Is that why there's so much nepotism? Can they tell us? Well, there's nothing to tell anyway. The statement signed by APC national spokesperson Felix Moka accused Mr. Obi and members of the main opposition party, People's Democratic Party (PDP), of making relentless attempts to incite public outrage against the Tinubu administration. Like his co-travelers in the People's Democratic Party, Obi's obsessive pessimism and endless futile effort to incite public outrage against the administration is born out of their realization that Tinubu is unwittingly cementing their ultimate political irrelevance by his visionary and full throttle reform and transformation of the fundamental pillars of our national life, Mr. Moka said. I would like to see Mr. Moka and actually ask him, this thing I wrote, did you believe it? Did it sound true to you? No, just be honest. Just be honest. How did they normally say that thing? Off camera. Be honest off camera. It sound normal to you. You believe yourself. He added Obi's New Year message, in which he claimed that the political, economic, and social security of our dear country is worsening daily, is misleading and appears intended to score cheap political points. This claim at a time when all indicators show that our country is rebounding in significant measures across all sectors casts Obi squarely as Nigeria's leading doomsayer. Despite these and other initial beneficial outcomes of ongoing unprecedented reforms, the administration is doubling its efforts to ensure that the reforms deliver their fullest benefits for the sustainable growth and transformation of our country. In his New Year message, Bola Tinubu acknowledged that the cost of food and essential drugs remained a significant concern for many Nigerian households. So was he inciting the people? He was forced to acknowledge that indeed, because things are very bad. So he didn't incite people. It is Peter Obi stating the problems and giving solutions to the problem that is inciting people. I don't blame them. Yeah, I blame Nigerians. That allow you to see half man to be talking in the nonsense. Okay, to reverse this trend, Tinubu assured that his administration was committed to lowering food prices by boosting food production and promoting the local production of drugs. The statement further said, it's a thing of irony that Peter Obi, who now arrogates himself the role of being omniscient and philosopher's stone when it comes to our nation's challenges, left no records of significant achievement, let alone transformation of any kind, in his 8-year tenure as governor of Anambra State. So maybe that's why he's able to tell you, so that you not do the same thing that you said that he has done now. And that's why you should listen to him more. Like I said severally, that propaganda don't win election. Propaganda, you can use propaganda to rig election. It might even make you win election, and sometimes when you don't win, you use it to rig election. But propaganda, you cannot use it to govern. Not at all. Because governance is about what people are going through. Policies are people-centric. And so you can't say you're doing politics that is in the air. You can't say you're doing policies that only you understand. You can't say that you're doing transformation that only you get, because the only people being transformed, it's actually Tinubu and his family and those and his stooges around him. They're the ones who their lives are being transformed, because they're recklessly using Nigeria to benefit themselves. You understand? So it's for their own selfish interest that all of this is that they've been going. Is it where they are spending money recklessly that we don't have, and giving contracts to themselves and using all sorts of things? So, but that's not what governance is supposed to be all about. And nobody can incite anyone who is enjoying. You can only say you are inciting someone who is suffering. And so it's that suffering that they are supposed to address that they haven't addressed. And no matter how much they try to insult Mr. Peter Obi, attack Mr. Peter Obi, denigrate Mr. Peter Obi, the fact still remains that people are suffering.
So, guys, you have seen it for yourself. This country, they don't like opposition, especially the Tinubu's government. This government is the worst of it. You can't oppose them and go free, no matter how, directly, indirectly. Even if you're on the social media, the IGP has said he will come and pick you up for talking about the government officials. So they just want Nigerians to be dumb, deaf, and just keep suffering. You don't talk, because we are used to it. That's what they want. So, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.